Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Phillip Rivers.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And Charles, here's the offensive lineup.
Melvin Gordon, the exciting young runner out of Wisconsin. Well over 2,000 yards his last year with the Badgers. This is a guy who can catch it and run it.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still first down.
The penalty on first down backs them up 5. It's now first down at 15. From the gun, Rivers. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
Bob Miller picked up in 2016 where he left off, rushing quarterbacks and putting them on the ground. The MVP of Super Bowl 50, he continued that play in the regular season. Another all-pro year. And how does he get to them? His ability to bend, like a slalom skier going through gates, gets lower than offensive tackles trying to block him.
Third and long for Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Man, there's a lot to think about when you're playing quarterback, isn't there? I mean, this is 3rd and long. So your chances of completing a pass for a first down are slim to begin with. And then when you put it into some traffic, you're really wreaking havoc with your options, aren't you? Maybe you just got to heave it into the, throw it up in the stands and make sure no one can catch it.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. The 4th-year man out of Eastern Illinois, Jimmy Garoppolo, leading them out onto the field.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, Charles. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Garoppolo now. Dancing to his left. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Returning, it's Benjamin. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. First down, Rivers. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires. The first quarter of action. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is Gordon on the dump off. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And Lambeau will put this one through, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
A reminder later tonight, a game some folks have had circled on their calendars since the schedule came out in April. That's the Super Bowl rematch. Falcons, Charles, at Foxborough to take on the Patriots.
Super Bowl 51 and a half, anyone?
Then on Monday night, that's no slouch either. An NFC East battle between the Redskins and the Eagles. Now Garoppolo. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, we'll send you to Orlando and Larry Ridley as he'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. But no touchdown. These guys need to give Larry some touchdowns to talk about.
Things are too easy.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dwight Lowry.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Following the interception here, Rivers out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Allen has it left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Now a second down throw for Rivers. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time. Third down here.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfired.
We talked about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely, and he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. They get the sack on the blitz, but it was 3rd and inches. Are you surprised like I am they weren't running the football there?
I'm right there with you. I would have thought at worst, quarterback sneak, try and pick up the first down and move on. But instead, I think they thought they could catch him by surprise and maybe hit something deep.
So good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit him, Brandon.
This will be taken about the 12. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Well, let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Garoppolo to throw on second down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasize.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll hand it off. This is Charles. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 24-yard line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Play action. Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 59 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Now Jamal Charles, might be in some pain here, remaining down on the ground. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Let's go. 3-19.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it. This is Booker. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
They come out here in the eye. On second down, here's Garoppolo. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On second down, Rivers again. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now Sanders. And they can't bring him down. You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave.
It's caught inside the 25.